Good morning, students. Welcome back. Now, today we will do the revision of this lesson number 8, that is body movement. So, uh, movements is the state of changing something's position. The change in the position of anything, whether it is a person or it is a thing, it is known as movement. And what is the locomotion? Movement of organism from one place to another. The movement of position is the state of changing of something position is called movement, and the movement of organism from one place to another, it is known as locomotion. So this is the difference between the movement and locomotion. Now the locomotion in the human body. Human skeleton. Human skeleton forms a framework that gives shape and support to the body. Human skeleton provides shape and support to our body, and it consists of 206 bones. And human skeleton also protect the internal organs. We have various internal organs like liver, kidney, heart. So the human skeleton protect all the internal organs. Now the human skeleton has two parts. First part is the axial skeleton system, or it is also known as axial skeletal system. So this part includes the skull, vertebral column, and the chest bone or the rib cage. Chest bone and the rib cage are the same. Next part is appendicular skeleton system or appendicular skeletal system. It includes shoulders and hips and the limbs, two hands and two legs. Limbs are legs and hands. So these are the two parts of the human skeleton. And now, what is the human skeleton is made up of? It is made up of bones. Bone is a unique combination of flexibility and stiffness. So it is made up of bones. Number 2, cartilage. It is a flexible bone which gives support to the body parts like ears and nose. It also connects bones together. So cartilage connects the bones together. Now the next is tough fibers or the tendons. Tendons are strong white cords made from collagen. They attach to the bones. And now what is collagen? Bones in a just born baby are made from soft fibers of a protein called collagen. Collagen is actually a soft fiber of a protein, and the bones of a newborn baby are made from soft fibers of protein known as collagen. Now the next is ligament. Ligament may be in the form of cords or sheets. Now the first part is skull. Skull protect the brain. This is the skull. It protects the brain. It is a rigid box made up of plates of bones firmly joined together, and it is made up of several plates of bone. One is this, one is this, one is this, and these plates of bones are firmly joined together. So the skull is bony, forming cranium or the brain case and the face. So it is basically from the brain case. 22 small flats big bones join to form the skull. There are 22 small flats bone present, and these bones combine to form the skull. 8 flat bones are fitted together forming a protective box for the brain, and 8 bones form a protective box for the brain, and the rest of the 14 bones of different shapes fuse together to form the face, and rest of the 14 bones form the facial bones. So 8 bones form the skull and the rest of the 14 bones form the facial bones. Now the next is rib cage. This is a rib cage. It is a flexible case of ribs, and each rib curves round. You can see here each ribs curve around the side of the chest bone from the backbone and is joined in front to a plate. This is a plate of bone called sternum, which is known as sternum. This is known as sternum. Ribs are connected to one another by the help of muscles, and that these two lower bones are known as floating ribs, whereas these seven are known as true ribs, and these three are known as false ribs. And this part is known as vertebral column. These all are the ribs, and this is known as sternum. So this is the structure of a rib cage. It is a flexible case of ribs. Each rib curves round the side of the chest from the backbone and is joined in front to a plate of bone called sternum. Ribs are connected to one another by the muscles. Two lowermost pair of ribs are known as floating ribs. Now the next part is backbone or the vertebral column. Vertebral column is also known as a spine, or vertebral column, backbone and spine all are the same. Backbone is made up of 33 rings like pieces. Our backbone is made up of 33 rings like pieces, or you can say that it is made up of 33 small bones, and each piece is known as a vertebra. It is a chain of small bones called vertebra, and it protects the spinal cord, and this backbone protects the spinal cord, which carries message between the brain and the body, and the function of the spinal cord is the messaging between the brain and the body. It also supports the skull, ribs and the limbs also. Now next is limbs. What are limbs? It is made up of long bones which with joints that allow them to move. The limbs are made up of long bones which allow them to move. They are mainly for support. Now the next is arms. Forearms is made up of two bones and hands have several small bones. So our forearms is made up of two bones, whereas our hands have several small bones, like fingers are made up of several small bones. Shoulder bones have a pair of collarbone in front and a pair of shoulder blades, and the shoulder bone have a pair of collarbone and also have a ball and socket joint, which we will discuss later on. Now the next is legs. Legs is made up of two bones and feet have several small bones. Legs is made up of two bones and feet have several small bones, like fingers of feet are made up of several small bones. Hip bone bear the weight of the body and are attached to the thigh bone. Our hip bone uh, attached to the thigh bone and bear the weight of our body. Now the next is joints. The point where two bones meet is known as a joint. The point where two bones meet are known as a joint. And joint allows the movement to take place. Bones are held together by ligament. Now these joints are allow the movement to take place. And these joints are of two types. First is movable joint and second is immovable or fixed joint. Now the movable joints are hinge joint, ball and socket joint, gliding joint and pivotal joint, and the next type of joint are immovable or fixed joint. So these are the movable joints. First type of joints are hinge joint. This is a hinge joint present in legs, or it is also known as a knee joint, present in knees and elbows also. It allows movement only in one plane, backward and forward. Hinge joint allows only the backward and forward movement, and the examples are elbow joint present in elbow. Here this is the elbow. Knee joint, this is the knee joint, and the joint between the phalanges of fingers and toes. Phalanges are the small fingers which by which the fingers are made up of. So it is also present between the phalanges. That is why we can move our finger forward and backward. and it is also present in toes also. Now the next type of joint are ball and socket joint. As you all know, this is a ball and socket joint present in shoulder. It is also known as spheroid joint. It is a type of synovial joint in which the ball shaped surface of one rounded bone fit into the cup like cavity of the another bone. So these are the this is a ball and socket joint in which the uh, one ball shaped surface of one bone fit into the cavity of the another bone. So this is a ball and socket joint. This is work as a ball and this is work as a socket. So what is the function of this? It permits a circular movement only, and the ball and socket provide only circular movement. That is why we can move our shoulders in circular motion also, because it is present in shoulder. Now the next type of joints are gliding joints. A gliding joint is also known as a plane joint. It is also known as plane joint or planar joint, and it is a common type of synovial joint formed between the bones that meet a flat or nearly flat surfaces. Gliding joints allows the bones to glide past one another in any direction along the plane of the joint, up and down, left and right, and diagonally also. It also allows bones to slide a little, and these gliding joints are present in bones inside wrist and feet. So this is the diagram of a gliding joint. This is a gliding joint. Here it is present in wrist here. Now the next type of joints are pivotal joints. Joints where the neck joins the head. It allows the head to move backward and forward and turn to the right and left. So this is the pivot joint present in neck, and this joint join the head and the neck and allows the head to move backward and forward and turn to the left and the right. Now the next type of joints are immovable or fixed joint. So the bones cannot move at these joints because these are the immovable and fixed joint. That is why the bones cannot move at these joints, and these joints are present in bones in skull joint between the upper jaw and the rest of the skull. Now the next is the body movement in animals. So the first animal is fish. This is not lesson number 7, this is actually lesson number 8. So the head and the tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body at both ends. The head and tail of the fish are smaller, and the middle part is bigger than as compared to the head and the tail. This body shape is known as a streamline. This shape of the fish is known as a streamline shape, and the shape is such that the water can flow around it, and the shape is like that the water can flow around it and allows the fish to move in water. The skeleton of the fish is covered with strong muscles, and with these strong muscles help in swimming, because during swimming the muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and tail part swing towards the opposite side. Then quickly the body and tail curve to the other side. So this make the jerk and pushes the body forward. And a series of jerks make the fish swim ahead. This is helped by the fins of the tail. Fish also have other fins on their body which mainly help to keep the balance of the body. Fish also have these fins which helps them to maintain the balance in water and to keep the direction while swimming. So this is the body movement in fish. Now the next is snake. Snakes have a long backbone. This is the snake, and this is have a long backbone. They have many thin muscles. They have so many thin muscles. They are connected to each other even though they are far from one another. These muscles are far from one another and they are connected to one another. Muscles also interconnect the bone, ribs, and skin. The snake's body curves into many loops, and these the snake's body make many loops and curves. Each loop of the snake gives it a forward push by pressing against the ground, and this movement is known as the slithering. So, since its long body makes many loops and each loop gives it this push, the snake moves forward very fast and not in a straight line. So, with these loops, the snake can move very fast, but it cannot move in a straight line. It always crawl and make many loops. So, this is the movement in snake. Now, next is the movement in cockroach. So, this is the cockroach. You all have seen at your home. Cockroaches walk and climb as well as fly in the air. Cockroaches walk, climb as well as they fly. They have three pairs of legs, one, two, three, and on the other side also three. So they have three pairs of the legs, and these legs help in walking. The body is covered with a hard outer skeleton. This is the hard outer skeleton. Its body is covered with the hard outer skeleton, and this outer skeleton is made up of a number of plates joined together that allows movement, and this outer skeleton permits movement. There are two pairs of wings attached to the body behind the head, and this is the head, and behind this head they have the two pair of wings. The cockroaches have distinct muscles. Those near the legs move the legs for walking. The body muscles move the wings when the cockroach flies, and the body muscles move the wings of the cockroach when the cockroach flies. So this is the movement in cockroach. Now the next is the birds. So how do birds fly? Birds fly in the air and walk on the ground. Some birds like duck and swans also swim in water. So birds fly in the air, walk on the ground also, and some birds like ducks and swan also swims in the water. The birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. They can fly because their body are well suited, and they have very light bones, hollow bones, and very light body weight. The bones of the hind limbs are typical for walking and perching. So the parts of the forelimbs are modified as wings, and their forelimbs are modified as wings. Now this is uh, the way by which the birds can fly. Next is the earthworm. Earthworm move by stretching out the body in front and keeping the end fixed to the ground. The body of earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end. So the earthworm body is made up of many rings. These are the several rings which are joined to each other from end to end. And earthworm does not have any bone. It has only muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. And during movement, the earthworm first extend the front part of the body. It has several bristles. These are the bristles. There are several bristles present in earthworm, and these bristles are help to get a good grip on the ground. These bristles help the earthworm to get a good grip on the ground, and the earthworm eats its way through the soil. So it generally eats the soil, and its body then throws away the undigested part, and it throws the undigested part of the material that it eats in the soil, and this activity of an earthworm makes the soil more useful for the plants. That is why the earthworm are also known as the farmer's friend. Now the next is the snail. The shell is the outer skeleton of the snail. This shell is the outer skeleton of the snail, but this shell is It is not made of bones. The shell is a single unit and does not help in moving from place to place. And this shell does not help in moving from place to place. The thick structure is this muscular foot made of strong muscles, and this muscular foot helps in the locomotion. So this is the locomotion or movement in snail. So I hope you have understood this topic very well. So thank you and see you in the next video, and have a good day also.